Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Wisdom Wednesday. I'm Dorothy Dorton with AARP Alabama, and I am here to give you a weekly update. And it is the end of March. Can y'all believe it? We are heading into April, and so we're going to be talking about some new events we've got coming up in April and looking forward to it. And so before we get started on that stuff, just a reminder that, the Alabama legislature is in session right now. And if you want to get updates on what is going on, please get involved. And it's very easy to aarp.org/get involved. You can get information, calls to action, all sorts of stuff. We had two great wins for against elder abuse and elder financial exploitation this year so far. So just feel free to sign up and get involved and stay up to date. And speaking of up to date, we are going to have another vaccination telephone town hall. And that's going to be on April 6th. That's next Tuesday. And it's live from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. And you can call in to listen, and you can even have a chance to ask your questions in real time to the health officials that will be on that telephone town hall. So remember, that's 888-485-5470. And that's going to be live on April 6th from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. So we'd love to have you call in and listen to that latest information. And as always, you can stay up to date on vaccine information if you go to the aarp.org/AL vaccine. That is about all things Alabama vaccination and COVID related. So it is updated daily. So you can go in there and make sure that you've got the latest information that is updating you, that is available to you. So next, we are going to move on to mindful movement. We've got a lot of great people who sign on and watch Mindful Movement from all over the United States, which is really exciting. Yesterday, we had Becca Impello on, and she did some great yoga moves for us. And next week, we're going to be having Jerry Haslam back again, and she's going to be doing some of our strength training moves for us. And folks, you can always, like any of our broadcasts, go back and watch these on Facebook and YouTube. They are recorded. We'd love to have you live, though, because you can ask Jerry and Becca questions. We had a really great question yesterday about knees and sore knees and what's supposed to feel good and what's not. So it's always a great time to ask those types of questions. We've got something else coming up that's brand new for April. Let me find that information real quick for you. Alabama at Home. And this is going to be on April 6th and 20th. It's going to be live on Facebook at 11 a.m. And this is going to be talking about what you can do to make your home, to stay in your home as long as possible. This is for anyone interested in aging in place in their home and providing resources for you to do that. So please tune in for that. That's going to be on April 6th and April 20th at 11 a.m. Live on AARP Alabama's Facebook page. So we'd love for you to join us for that. Next, we want to remind you that What's Growing On is going to be back on April 12th. We're taking a short hiatus for some spring break stuff. But until then, if you're getting your garden started and you're getting your seeds ready to plant, in the comment section, I am putting Terrence's email address. So please be sure to email Terrence with any of your questions that you may have. She'll be happy to answer them in between our sessions. So we'd love to have you ask your questions. All right. Next, we are going to talk about Art at the Armory. And Art at the Armory, I believe it's going to be on the 14th of April. It's monthly, the second Wednesday of every month at 1 p.m. And this one is going to be showing you how to do a diptych still life. And I was really curious as to what a diptych still life was, so I looked it up. And it's really interesting. It's where you do artwork on two panels or two pieces of artwork or two panels that go together. So it's really, really going to be an interesting new concept. So I'm really excited about that. And again, that's going to be live on Facebook and YouTube at 1 p.m. the second Wednesday of each month. And that's going to be April 14th this month. So we really look forward to that. The next thing we have are our Alabama State Resource Workshops. And these are in full swing right now, and they are doing great. And we really appreciate everyone who's been joining us for those. I am going to put up the information for that. And this is where you can go to register for one or all of these if you're interested. We've also got them recorded, so I will be putting those up on our YouTube page and letting you know about those when they are put up and posted. And I'm going to put in that link in the chat right there, the comments, so you can get back to that very easily. And our next one is tomorrow at 11 a.m. and there's still time to sign up for that. And that one is going to be on SHIP and Senior RX programs. And SHIP is a great free program to anybody who is interested or has questions about Medicare questions or Medicare choices. You know, especially when open enrollment comes around, there's so many choices. And there's also rules that those Medicare marketing reps are supposed to follow. So this is some great information and it's free. So please join us for that tomorrow. I will also put that registration site in the comments. And you can register for that. There's still time to register for that. It is not full yet, but we would love to have you. So that, again, is going to be on SHIP and Senior RX. And the Senior RX program is a discounted prescription program for older adults. So be sure to tune into that. We'll be joined by my good friend, James Roberson. He's actually been on a couple of Wisdom Wednesdays before talking about SHIP and other stuff. So we're really excited to have him back. And then if you didn't catch Fraud Watch Friday last Friday, it was on contractor scams. And of course, like everything, it is recorded. So you can go back on YouTube or AARP Alabama's Facebook page to look at that. Our next one is going to be April 9th at noon. It's going to be on Facebook as well. And it's going to be about credit card scams. And I think, you know, we've all seen the issues with different credit card scams. You know, some of us have gotten phone calls, some of us have gotten emails. So that's going to be really, really interesting. And we really look forward to seeing you live on Facebook, 12 noon, April 9th. So please be sure to join us for that. And of course, next Wisdom Wednesday is going to be giving you another update. And we're also going to have Evie Owen back. Evie is with the Livable Communities team, and she is going to talk about some frequently asked questions with the Challenge Grant. And if you don't remember, last week we talked about the Challenge Grant. And it's going to be, it's a really great program for folks, nonprofits and government agencies to really do some improvements in their community. And here's some eligibility stuff. And like I said, she'll be on next week, April 7th on Wisdom Wednesday to talk about some frequently asked questions that people are having for this grant. And remember, the grant is due on April 14th. So next week will also be a little reminder to get that grant application in. And here are some of the categories that are accepted: public spaces, transportation, housing, coronavirus recovery, diversity and inclusion, civic and engagement, and smart cities. So if you are a local government or you are a local nonprofit, we would really encourage you to apply. We had several winners from Alabama last year. So there is the website to go, aarp.org/community challenge, really easy to find. That's aarp.org/community challenge. And as always, you can find all of our events at this website right here. And I will actually put that in the chat so it's a little easier for you to get to. But this is where you can find all of the events in Alabama and in other areas as well. We have a lot of national events too that AARP does, and those are posted as well in there. So you'll be able to see a whole bunch of stuff that we've got going on. I promise you, you will never be bored if you hang out with AARP Alabama. We've always got something fun, new, and interesting to learn. So, folks, that about wraps it up. I do want to remind you that we will, anytime you see an event on our AARP Alabama Facebook page, please be sure to click like or interested or going, because that will give you reminders and help you remember to either register or tune in for that. So if you click that interested or going on those Facebook page events, that will be a really easy way for you to get reminders for our events. So you don't have to think about it. It's all there for you. All right, folks, so this week was a really short Wisdom Wednesday, but we wanted to be sure to focus on giving you a rundown of what was going on. April is a really exciting month. We've got lots of stuff going on. We're still working on those cooking classes, and we're still working on those African American historical Zooms. So we're getting those organized, and we'll hopefully get those to you in the next month or so. We're very excited to offer those. So please stay tuned. Don't forget, we'll be back here next Wednesday and same time, and we'll have Evie Owen with the AARP Challenge Grant to answer those frequently asked questions. And remember, you can always ask your questions in the comments. And let's see if we've got any questions here. Let's see. We have Tawana says, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Tawana. Good to see you. And Deanne Caudill says, hey, Tawana. And we say hey to Deanne, too. Good to see y'all here. All right, folks. So like I said, that about wraps it up for this week. But we hope to see you tomorrow on our SHIP and Senior RX program to tune in for that and learn all about those resources. And just not for older adults. If you're a caregiver of an older adult or you have a loved one who may qualify for these services, go ahead and listen in. Ask your questions. We really want to know. We really want to make sure that this information gets out there. So I am going to wrap up with our events video as usual. I hope everyone has a great rest of your week. If you are managing spring break with little ones, I give you my best, and I hope you survive that. And I hope everyone has a great time, and stay healthy and stay wise, my friends.